bit more momentum.
Contact
and
lead.
Cox had just taken the lead, and they make contact.
I believe Cox caught the wall there. Jesse Deck is coming up off the bottom, just nowhere to go.
So Cox just took the lead. Working off of turn number 2, tags the wall. Take another look at it here. One last look before we move on. In the 45, you can see he had the momentum. It just got into the wall, so that was counterproductive for Bradley Cox.
I would say so.
If you're going to hit the wall, don't.
Yeah, don't crash if you're going to hit the wall.
Yeah, just
It's
don't.
it's that easy.
That logic
I mean,
is absolutely undeniable.
How you doing, Roger?
I'm doing pretty good. You guys are also live over here with the rest of this show on DRN as well. But I'm going to let you guys go ahead and finish that. I just had to jump in and say that logic absolutely 100% spot on.
If you're going to hit the wall, just don't.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asking this
unless you're on a front stretch, I guess.
And that's my favorite track to watch because these guys can't get crazy like they're doing here. I've asked this all week. The risk versus the reward is so unbalanced to go up there and even try to get near this cushion. But I see half this field doing it all night, every night. It's ridiculous to me. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it is a very high risk versus reward. If you get up too high, you catch some bumps, you're going over. But like Ryan Scheidt used it to win the Cappy, man, he was just I wouldn't even say a lane off of it, but half of a lane off of it, and he blew by everybody and just ran away with the Cappy.
Green flag back out. Takis resumes the race lead, so damage on that race car minimal.
Jay-Z with a big run out of 3 and 4 here on Joseph Johnson. And upside down he is.
And trashed. Oh, the wing's still bouncing. The wing's still bouncing. And the wing's still bouncing. Gotta love it.
Jay-Z just kind of got in that sucker hole where he's got that huge run off the top. Joseph Johnson probably has no idea he's there. And just comes up. Man, that's a shame for Jay-Z. I mean, he's been fast, just no luck. Joseph Johnson just kind of got stuck there in the middle. Probably has no idea Jay-Z's coming around 30 miles an hour faster than him around the top. Bad night for the Brent Mark Sim team so far.
Well, they say if there's a hole there and you don't try to go for it, you're not a race car driver. So
I agree. That's exactly what Jay-Z was doing. He had the run. He had the hole. Just ran out of space. As Jay-Z collects the EOL. Yeah, that's the famous DOB sucker hole. You put your nose there and it gets crashed. That's on you. But when you got to race and you got to lock in, I mean, there's not really much you can do.
Roger, is your other race done, I assume?
yeah, amazingly enough, and I got to give those guys all the credit in the world over there with that truck series. They were at Darlington tonight, and we had a caution on lap 2, and we had 2 cautions in the last 15 laps of that race. It was green. They went through a green flag pit stop cycle, and man, it was a heck of a race.
Well, cool. We're
You're just now at heat 3? Yeah, how many heats tonight? 4 or 5?
5.
Oh, so we got a ways to go.
Listen,
Yes,
I
sir.
had to take my shoes off to count, so you know it was too many.
Are
Too
you
many
missing
for me.
fingers?
Even with that to shoes off thing, can you count that high, honestly?
What do you mean high?
Oh, boy. We got lots of problems. I may have to mute
All right,
my
here-
microphone and walk away.
Back green.
That gets backed out. Jesse holding on to that race lead. He's got to be feeling.
Oh, we got a little contact on backstretch with Dylan Berg.
Berg holds on to it,
Yeah.
but they are
Good recovery.
our battle.
I believe that was Kyle Sargent that just caught the back end of the JJ Loss car there. If you get a little squirrely on those straights and the guy behind you's got to run, I mean, there's just nowhere to go. You got to keep all those tires ready to rip.
All right, so our third heat race done and in the books. Moving on to our fourth heat race of the night. Oh my. This one's moving pretty quick. Qualifying, 1 lap qualifying. We've had a few yellows here in the heat races, but outside of that, we've had some great racing action. Some pretty hard hits for some of these drivers who have taken the yellows. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. Cody Bodie, Yancey Beasley on the front row. Row number 2, Tyler Lucy and Patrick Spangler. Jace Schaff and Dakota Kuhn for row 3. Row 4, Corey Denson and David Allen. Row 5, Damon Leonard and Joey Hintz.
Was sending Dakota some prep talk here before this heat race, so he better get this 95 up there and in a qualifying position quick. Some words of encouragement, I guess I could say.
Sound like a car owner that was about to fire your guy.
Yeah, well, DK bumpers. We're running out of bumpers this week, man. We got bumpers on the 19, the 10N, the 95, the 31, and I think every one of us has crashed this week. So low inventory means good prep talks.
All right, pace truck pulls in. Here we go. Cody Bodie on the throttle. Green flag is out. And we are underway for heat race number 4. Oh, trouble off at turn number 2. They're going to stack up there in third place. And it looks like Schaff going to come away with that third spot.
Yeah, these guys are kind of entering in all different positions. Going into turn 1, some guys sliding, some guys ripping the top. As we got a slide job here for third.
Great battle for third place. The 301 still trying to do all he can to take it over in the 3 of Jace. Says, no, I kind of like being here. Cody Bodie setting the fastest lap of the heat race at a 16.22. And Jace now goes even faster at a 16.16.
You can see the moment some of these guys ripping the top, they catch that cushion. You can just see their cars you can see the inside tires lift off the ground there. I believe Schaaf was the last one to do it. I mean, you could see the car just come right off the ground. I think it's getting wicked up there on the exit of 2.
Track wears out. Gonna have a little bit more of a risky factor to gain that speed up on the high side.
Spangler just got it right. Dakota.
He used his bumper, didn't he?
That was the last one. He keeps it rolling, though.
Oh, and we got a big one going over. Denson tumbling hard.
Yeah, it looked like Spangler was trying to get back under throttle there, and just the right front was broke off of it and couldn't turn. Corey Dennison just nowhere to go. I don't think he expected Spangler to do that, but Spangler didn't expect his car to be broke.
Denson going for a wild ride.
Dakota Coon hasn't been up top wing there from all that contact.
Lights are still on our Silverado, so driver's going to have a shot at trying to repair some of their damage. Spangler and Denson on pit road. Dakota Coon in that 95 sitting in 7th. So what kind of damage does he got that's going to slow him down? You already called out some wing damage. Anything
Top
else
wing's
you
crunched
might-
up there. It looks like the rear end might be towed out a little bit too.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's easier to turn that way.
Yeah.
It's towed the wrong way
More
for
stability.
That's a
Do what?
detune special.
All right, lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. Cody Bodie, Tyler Lucy, Jay Schaff, Yancey Beasley, your top 4. As we're going to fire them off. And laps are winding down on this one. Not a whole lot of laps left.
Big
Pace truck
green
out of the
checker?
way. Green flag is out, and we got 2 to go.
Big move there out of Joey Hintz. Coming out of 4. Oh, he's going to chop down. That was close. Oh, right off the nose. That was tight there from the 301 of Yancey, Beasley, and Joey Hintz.
Here they come. Cody Bodie going to win heat race number 4. Tyler Lucy, Jace Schaff, and Yancey Beasley. Your top 4.
Yancey got that thing coming to the line. It's a good finish out of those 2 guys. Got one in the broadcast waiting room if you want to bring him in. Good looking guy too, with a nice voice.
Not as I recall.
Well, that's hearsay.
Hearsay?
All right, here we are. Let's look at our lineup for our 5th and final heat race of the night. Jacob Harris, Brandon Gitzwhite for row 1. Row 2, Dustin Sargent, Weston Newell. Row number 3, Kenny Hoffman and Trey Schmidt. Jason Setzer, Larry Moody for row 4. Row 5, Taylor Wyland and Tony Dominguez. And brought into the booth the newest member of what is now a 4-member broadcast booth. Things are getting tight here, but none other than Jay-Z, Mr. Jeremy Zarfos. Jeremy, how you doing?
What's up, guys? I might be a little concussed, so if I mispronounce any words, that's the reason why. We're pulling down Billy Hobart's backup car. He's locked in the A-mains. We're going to pull down his. It's the last car we have out here in Knoxville. See if I can run through this soup to run through the soup again tomorrow. So we've crashed just about everything else this week, but looking forward to running a few more laps.
Well, you're going to get your shot. What is it going to be, the F main?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess it depends how much further I can go here tonight. But yeah, that sounds right. If there's anything lower, I'll start there too. That might have to be where they need to put me by myself, so I'm not a harm to myself or others. But I'll tell you what, we're getting ready to go green here. Watch this 39 car. In real life, the 39 car won at BAPS tonight, and Kenny Hoffman can roll the bottom like nobody else here. So keep an eye on him from 5th.
All right, here we go. Green flag is out.
Ooh.
And our
That
5th
started
and
at
final heat
77.
race.
Dustin Sargent, I'm not sure if he got chopped or what happened there. Just a bad start. As he goes around the top, making contact with.
My goodness, they're fighting for those spots.
Yeah, they've wrecked 3 times without actually causing a yellow yet, but they seem to have it straightened out. But Kenny Hoffman, like I said, starting from 5th, is about to take the lead here out in the middle, turns 1 and 2. Off the
Took him a
bottom,
lap and a half.
to
Took him
the
a lap
lead.
and a half.
Yeah, Hoffman wasting no time working that bottom lane, taking over the top spot from 5th to 1st. So Hoffman on a mission.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. It doesn't really matter how he qualifies, where he starts in a heat race. He's probably going to win it.
Yeah, he's kind of checked out. They got a fierce battle back there for that final transfer spot. In 4th, we got Weston Newell, Trey Schmidt, Gizway, Justin Sargent. Sargent's wrecking off down the back. Oh, my Lord. He
Into the infield.
in the infield. Wanted to get closer to the ambulance, I guess.
We say green.
Well, he needed it.
Now we got a big one. We got a big one down here. Good Lord, there's a lot to catch up on. Hey, boys, you have fun tonight. I'll let you catch up on that mess. I just wanted to stop in and say hi. You're doing a great job. And miss you, KR. Good to see you, buddy, and have some fun through the rest of the Nationals here.
We're going to have fun. And yeah, man, always good to get to talk to you.
Hey, man, we'll catch up to you soon. See ya.
That is Jay-Z giving us a good one. We got to see the Sergeant one as we watch Harris get into trouble.
I just went and watched that, and whoo!
Sergeant in the 77.
Oh, he caught the wall. He caught the bumps, man. That's your risk reward. Excellent landing, though.
If he survived
yeah.
that, we need to ask him how that worked out for him.
I can tell you how it worked out for him. He landed closer to the concession stand than the other drivers are in the race, so he is the first one to get himself a hot dog and an RC Cola.
Yeah, he needs a bag of ice.
A Coke and a smoke, baby. Get ready for the C-Main.
Wow. He gave a lot of souvenirs to a lot of people on the way by, too.
All right, so our 5th heat race of the night, slowed down by some serious airtime.
Shenanigans. You're in
Shenanigans
Knoxville.
would be-
Shenanigans.
That's one way to put it. Shenanigans. That's a good way to put it. Everyone driving really hard out here trying to make something happen, and some of them just overdriving it just a bit. That's all it takes.
That's exactly it. And that's it right there. That's a product overdrive, and you know he wants to lock in. He's got to pass cars. And like Roger said earlier, the risk reward of running the top. If you make a mistake, you catch that thing, it's over for you. That's what bit me in the A main of 360 Nationals. Just running the top, trying to pass cars. It bites back.
Down to 3 laps to go here in heat race number 5. Hoffman still staying committed to the bottom. It has worked good for him so far. Why abandon it? Why would you not do what has got you to the spot you're at?
Yep. Looks like Weston Newell's trying to get a run here. He ran the bottom at 3 and 4, got a nice run through 1 and 2 as well. If he can get down here around the bottom of 3 and 4 again like that, he might pick up a position.
All right, white flag, final time around. Hoffman, Schmidt, Setzer, Newell, your top 4, and Hoffman way out in front. Almost a 2-second lead here. So Hoffman going to win it. Schmidt, Setzer, and Newell.
Setzer had a really good turn in 1 and 2, got a good run in 3 and 4, and then right at the exit of the corner, he got that cushion, and it almost pushed him over. But he was able to recover and save himself.
All right, Andrew, we are into our first consolation race. What do you know about this one?
Oh, man, this is pretty stacked up. A lot of these guys got caught up in stuff that they didn't want to be in. Patrick Spangler's a guy that raced DOB for a long time, and he's fast. You got Jay-Z. You got Bradley Cox. Dakota every once in a while decides he has speed. Some of these other guys I'm not real familiar with. James Rooney's had a pretty decent week, but I think he got caught up in a crash in that heat race.
Well, Rooney
Jack
and
Young as
Spengler
well.
are on our front row. Jacob Harris, Joseph Groom, row 2. Adrian Featherston and Mason Smith for row 3. Dakota Kuhn, Dustin Sargent, row 4. Jack Young, Aiden Stoll, row 5. Row number 6, old Jay-Z. Gonna see what kind of crash he can get into here with Corey Denson on his outside. Oh my.
It's Bubba J Racing because he can.
Taylor Wineland, Tyler Benning for row 7 and row 8. Greg Parmalee and Bradley Cox.
Tell you what, if you want to watch a show, watch Bradley Cox. He's probably one of the fastest guys on the sim right now, but making mistakes has bit him tonight and pretty much all week. That's how he's got it in the position that he's in. But if there's one guy that can go to the front to the rear real quick, it's definitely him. Hopefully Jay-Z can get that Brent Mark Sim team car up front. Same with Jack Young. We don't have much left, boys, so we got to take care of what we got.
How many are going to transfer out of this one?
There's 4 that'll tag the end of the B main.
All right, so top 4.
So that would be 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, I believe. So you win this, you still got a long way to go in the B main.
All right, pace truck pulls in. Rooney on the throttle as the green flag comes out. Spengler gonna slide into second, gets a good run. Oh, 3 wide off of turn number 2.
Oh no. Looks like everybody kept going. I don't know how they ran each other over there. Jay-Z caught a piece of that too on the right rear. Everybody keeps going.
On board with Jeremy Zarfos.
Right.
Finding himself in 10th, and there he goes crashing again.
Just nowhere to go. I mean, he's got Hobart luck, I believe.
Yeah. Well, took care of that car. If he didn't jump it on the track, he jumped it on the pit.
Looks like Adrian Featherston driving up the track just right off the left rear of Jack Young. Jack Young really, barely came off the wall. He's just run his own line. I think the 18 just got up too far and just nowhere to go. And then poor Jay-Z. There's a lot of things about that. I'm not sure if you're allowed to stay live on air, but just no luck. Absolutely none.
Take one more look at this as he tried to get down to the inside, just couldn't quite make it stick. Spengler going to be our race leader. Jacob Harris, Rooney, Groom, Dakota Kuhn, Jack Young, Mason Smith, Corey Denson, Bradley Cox, Tyler Benning. Your running order for our C main as they stand right now.
Well, our only hope to keep racing as a Brent Mark Sim team is he pulls off the win at Tusky 50 next weekend, because we're out of equipment. Knoxville has not been nice for us. Either that or Michael Sheridan, the GOAT, pulls off the upset tomorrow night. And he's capable of doing it. He's done it before, and I believe he's got the speed in the car to do it. He's been on a roll recently.
All right, here we go. Pace truck down and away. Spengler on the throttle. We are back to green flag racing here in the C main.
Really odd start there off the top. It looked like Jacob Harris he wanted to follow Spangler, but as soon as he got into that slick, he just spun the tires. I think Chris is going to call this one back. I'm not really sure what he wants to do with this, but
Rooney.
I want to say it has something to do with that start. Was Rooney out of line?
He pulled to the inside before they got halfway down the front stretch, and he was past him at the start-finish
Gotcha.
line. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel bad for Rooney because I think what he was just trying to do was avoid Jacob Harris spinning the tires there. It's kind of a Tyler Walker ordeal at Williams Grove, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Well, he hung back, and he kind of got a little bit of a run there, and, yeah, Harris slid the car around. But the rules are the rules, and you have to check yourself.
The rules
more
are
than
the rules.
anything.
It's just I see what he was trying to do. I don't think he was trying to advance position like that. I just think he was just trying to pull down out of the way, not to run over the 10 car there.
Cost him a couple of spots, taking from third to fifth, though.
It's a 2-spot penalty in DOB. Spangler's still up front. Looks
Helps
sporty
your
up there.
boy out.
Yeah, DK up to 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Cox really hasn't made a whole lot of moves, but hasn't had a whole lot of green flag time to get any momentum rolling.
Hold every once in a while, trying to get every once in a while.
And he's way up top on this restart.
Green flag back out. Spangler with a healthy lead going into turn number 1. Harris, Groom, Kuhn.
Ooh,
your
that was a
top
bad
4.
idea.
And Kuhn going to get a 2-car battle. Kuhn losing a spot here to Jack Young, possibly, as Young.
Here comes this Bradley Cox huge run. Look at this. He's coming.
Stacking up. Pushing, shoving.
Man, these guys are all over the place trying to hold on to their spots, trying to gain a spot and trying to keep those cars in check as they are high, wide, left, right, top, bottom. They are everywhere right now.
Oh, we got a little contact in back to DK.
There's
Oh,
more.
man. Bradley Cox got a piece of that 27-2 on the way down.
The yellow flag comes out for the 3rd time here in the C main.
Looked like DK just kind of threw it in there. Jacob Harris hit the back of DK, just got himself bent out of shape. Bradley Cox ripping the top, had just no time to react. And then
And he had
the
a car of his
27 coming
inside.
off the bottom there, just nowhere to go as well.
Yeah, I think the car
Like,
on the inside that he had no idea about is really what, kind of made that as bad as it was. Otherwise, they might have all saved it.
Looked like that carried into turn 1 and 2 as well. Yeah, looks like when Rooney hit Bradley Cox there, he got into Jacob Smith. They just got stuck and just ran up into the wall in turn 1 and 2.
Agreed.
That sucks for those guys. Sometimes iRacing you get hooked together. Just
Well, this is kind of an ugly C main. Taylor Wineland, Greg Parmalee did not make the call to the grid. Aiden Featherston, Jeremy Zarfos, Jacob Harris, Bradley Cox, and James Rooney all sitting on pit road right now.
Yeah.
So 16 were supposed to start this C main. Right now we have 9 on the track.
Bradley
Rooney
Cox
and
given the
Cox
EOL.
can
Do
get
we
back
even
out.
have 9? Do we only have 7? Wineland
He
and
can't count that
Parmalee
high.
didn't roll out. I know, he's only got 3 toes and 1 finger. That's why I asked that question earlier, Andrew.
There is 7 cars
had
on
to-
track right now. Looks like 8
Got
and
a
9 are
couple
coming
more
back
road
out.
Aiden Stoll's
Oh, here
rolling
comes
back
10.
out.
Here comes the 77.
Yeah.
I think the 77 is done, though, because he was in the pits. Maybe I'm wrong.
He hasn't lost a lap. He's still on the lead lap.
Okay. Nope, he's good to go.
I'm going to feel bad for you guys tomorrow night because when they start with the E main, it's going to look like this.
Hey.
Luckily, I'm starting in the B.
Here you go. Spangler, Young, Groom, Kuhn, your top 4.
Not for
5
long.
laps to go. And Spangler down on the bottom. He watched Hoffman in that heat race dominate from the bottom lane, and Spangler committed to it. Is the yellow flag going to come out once again?
I think another start Chris Roberts doesn't like.
Well, let's see if we can see what it's about. Hey, I was at the back. 72 car. Maybe Aiden Stoll. He got to the inside of Sargent right there on that restart. Passed a couple of cars before we got a full lap in.
Yep, Aiden Stoll cut down past 27 there, and even kind of gave him a piece of right here before it really even got going.
The intensity is just going to ratchet up as we get closer to the end, and then tomorrow night you're going to start intense. And it's just going to get worse until we get to that A main. Everybody wants to be in the show, and if you can't be in the show, be the show. So,
absolutely.
All right, here we go. Pace truck out of the way. Spangler on the throttle. Spangler held him up just a little bit there. Kind of a late stab to the throttle for him, and either way, he holds on to the race lead.
DK trying a little slide job here. Oh, ran out of space real quick. 11 was cutting down, but
was a good slider. He just didn't get any help from behind.
he's going to get a run off the top here. Trying to get that third spot. Just a little bit of insurance here for DK would help. He's gonna tub around the corner here. Look at old DK go. Good move for DK to get third.
Corey Denson slots into fourth. Joseph Groom falling to fifth.
Battle at the front.
Jack Young and Spangler. Have a good finish here.
Yeah, coming to the checkered. Off of turn number 4, Young at the line is going to pick up our C main. Spangler, Kuhn, Denson, your top 4.
Job, Jack. Job, DK. You're all we got left here. DK's getting a couple laps here. He wants to make sure he's tuned up for the B main, I think.
Tuned up or detuned?
Well, he's got to detune it here, that's for sure. Detuned Dakota Kuhn.
Pull a couple spark plug wires off. It's fine.
He's had worse ideas.
All right, so we are moving into our B main. Once again, top 4 going to transfer. Let's take a look at our starting lineup for this one. Brandon Steele, Cannon Posey on the front row. Kyle Sargent, Joey Hines. Row 2. Row 3, Larry Moody, Dylan Workman. Row 4, Greg Robinson, James Seawright, David Allen, Brandon Giswhite, Jeff Ivan, Lynn Reinhardt for row number 6. Row 7, going to be Dylan Berg and Damian Leonard. Tony Dominguez, Jeremy Childers for row 8. Row 9, Gary Offutt and Jack Young. Patrick Spangler, Dakota Kuhn, and Corey Denson, all from the C main to the back of the B.
This thing's going to be interesting here. Not a lot of heavy hitters in this that need to make their way forward. Just a lot of guys that just didn't have the speed. Larry Moody's a DOB OG. He's in here. He's one of the only guys that I recognize outside of
Workman.
my teammates here.
Dylan Workman. Been racing for a long time in all these leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an OG.
Brandon Steele. He's
Gentlemen?
kind of a hit and miss guy. He comes for a while.
I'm
and
going to
goes away
let you
for a
two
while.
call this start. I'll be right back.
We can give you a good high limit start. Chase Rodman start here. As the pace truck gets ready to pull off here, we're going to go green. As Chase Rodman would say, we are
Green.
green.
Yeah. Ah.
Brandon Steele, slider into 1 and 2, takes the lead.
4 wide out of turn 2, and you're never going to let that work.
Got some contact.
Hey,
got one
we're
down
going to
on the
stay
berm.
green. Going to stay green. Got 2 or 3 down on the berm. It's going to stay green.
They're still stacking up down there. DK's
Yeah,
going to
they
make
are.
up a lot of ground there. Him and
Yeah, he
Jack.
did.
Oh, we got some contacts.
More contact.
Spangler and
Pushing
DK.
7. They're wrecking behind. Jeff Ivan. Corey Denson's back there. Gary Offit got a piece of all that. Meanwhile, out
They're
the
still
front.
going.
Are we transferring 3? Is that what we're transferring out of this?
4.
4.
Top
Steel
4
Posey,
transfer.
Henson, Sargent is Sargent riding on the ball. Larry Moody now around the top side trying to take the spot away. Kyle
Man, there's
Sargent
just
says
it's a
not
hornet's
so
nest.
fast. Yeah,
There's
that
about
is.
12 cars battling for the 4th position.
Yeah,
Larry
they are all
Moody leads
over.
them all.
The oldest driver in the field right there. He's got to be feeling like Sammy Swindell right now. He's about 107. And he is
Dave
running
Allen's
fourth.
also another guy that's about 136 years old as well. I think these guys are having a competition of who's the oldest guy in the league, and they're battling for the last transfer spot.
So the battle for the bubbles between a bunch of octogenarians. That's what you're saying. I do see Jeremy Childers
Jeremy
in there.
Childers is going to try to throw his name in there, too. He's coming around the top, around Larry Moody. He's just following Dave Allen around the track, so if he can get a run or a cut down here, he might be able to steal it. Right here it is. He's going to cut down, get it right through the middle. He might have a slide job down here. We got contact behind him. Oh, we got a contact. Or no, he's just into the wall. I think
Caution. I think he
Wow,
got
I
bumped
think
into the
cushion bit
fence.
back.
Yeah, I think he come off the cushion. He got a little contact maybe. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, I'm on the right car. He got up on that cushion.
We don't have
Oh,
KR
he
to
got
pull back the replay. But
He got
yeah,
sucked
Joey
in there, and he
Hintz-
went for the tumble cycle, man. It was
Yeah.
ugly. I got it replayed on mine, and wow. Yeah, he went
Yep,
for
Joey
a
Hintz
long
caught the
tumble.
cushion. There's your risk versus reward we talked about all night.
Mm-hmm.
That is the risk.
Yeah, Brandon Steele, Cannon Posey, David Allen, Jeremy Childers are our top 4 right now. Larry Moody, Kyle Sargent, Brandon Geiswhite. James Seawright, Greg Robinson, Dakota Kuhn is up there. He's about, what, 8th right now?
Yeah, looks like he gained a lot of positions. It's hard to just call one part of the track when you got like 8 guys running each other over, fighting for 4th through 12th. This has been a crazy B main so far.
We're not halfway yet. So we got plenty of crazy left out here.
You got Tyler Walker in 2nd now. Look at that, the old Muppets or Puppets.
All right.
What a strange situation that was. Hopefully Tyler Walker's okay. Haven't heard of him in a while. So what you got here? Brandon Steele, Cannon Posey, David Allen, Jeremy Childers, Larry Moody, top 5.
Yep. Still
Got
got
Jack
the old guys
Young
up here in
and
position
Dakota
to
King
take.
coming from the back too.
The old guys are still in position to get transfer spots. I
It's
talked to
like- it's
Moody
like Terry-
before the race today, and he said, "Man, I'm in like the C main or the D main on Thursday. I might as well toss that back in and see if I can do something here." He just needs to make the A main tonight.
Yeah, and hope for a good run to get up to 4th to lock in.
Green flag back in the air. Tyler Childers on the restart, powers around the outside of David Allen. He just let the right rear hang on the cushion and never took his foot out. There he goes again. Here's that risk-reward thing. He's going to keep it underneath him, but he is flirting with disaster for sure.
Yes, he is. But, man, you saw the rocket ship he had out of turn 2. He's got it again. If he can cut down, nope, he's just going to follow in behind. As we got about 3 cars battling back there for about 8th, Dakota
Fourth, fifth,
Kuhn and
and
Jack
sixth.
Young. They're trying to get through the field here. They got a lot of spots to go, but they're doing their best. When you get back there in that hornet's nest, it's just you got to go where they aren't, and right now that's around the top.
And sometimes you got to guess where they're
Oh,
not
Jack
going to
Young
be
caught
for you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jack Young on a cut down there. I was watching that. I just don't think he knew the guy that was running the bottom there. DK kind of got crossed up a little bit. They got 3 wide. DK, I might have caught a little net code. Jack cutting down. 83 with a good run off the bottom. Jack just didn't have anywhere to go. Neither one of those guys knew that they were coming down. It's hard to see out of that right sideboard for Greg Robinson, and Jack's just cutting down to avoid DK.
Well, 3 wide is usually okay most of the time. 4 wide is rarely ever okay. And when the track's getting as slick as it is and guys are bouncing off the cushion, they're bouncing off of the berm on the inside. You can't meet in the middle because the same matter can't occupy the same space in time. So, I mean, that's time travel 101. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I am not a rocket scientist, so I'll let you speak on that. But
Rocket science. I know how to be a rocket scientist. I just like that little black thing that sticks out the back end of it. And then all these sparks go off. And it goes,
we're not going down this road like we did last night. We are off that road. That road's in the rear view, buddy. We're talking about braiding this and braiding that and the black thing hanging out. Yeah, my bad. 100% my fault for saying anything like that. We got to keep this a family show, sir.
Well, how do you think a family is made?
Whoa, stop. My virgin ears can't handle this.
Never mind. We'll move on.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh. It starts just one step onto the dark side, and the next thing I know, we're 4 counties over.
It can happen.
We've got 3 laps to go here, boys.
Mostly with goats, but it can happen.
I quit. I give up.
All right, Brandon Steele. He's not going to give up. He gets back onto the throttle. Cannon, Posey, Childers, Allen, your top 4.
See if Childers can get a good run off turn 1 and 2 like he did the last time. We're going to have a 3-car battle for the final transfer spot here.
Yes, we are.
Now Larry Moody trying to make something happen. He gets in that slick spot, falls back just a little bit. Allen's holding on to that 4th and final transfer.
Yeah, one of the old guys up there ripping the 10 here at Knoxville. He's making it work so far. He's getting a little bit out of shape on the exit of the corners, and Larry Moody's going to try to roll through the middle. But I just don't think you're going to get much momentum sliding through the slick in the middle. You got to run the top of the bottom or hope for a big slide job.
Oh, Spangler squeezing by right there. That's going to slow a lot of guys down. Spangler's got to pass one more in the next 300 yards.
Spangler from the C main going to end up 1 lap short.
Oh,
I think if he had one more lap, he transfers in.
Yeah, Spangler was sending it right there. Larry Moody was kind of floating in the middle, didn't really know. He was just minding his own business, but Spangler knew he needed to go, and he caught that right rear. But yeah, I think if one more lap, Spangler would have been in.
So Steele, Childers, Posey, Allen, your top 4, they transfer into tonight's A main. I wonder what off the rails conversations we're gonna have in tonight's A main.
Oh boy!
Well, don't get me rolling because
he's already
you
planning.
won't have a broadcast anymore.
Yeah, he's already planning. I don't know if I can deal with this.
I'm rubbing my hands together. All I gotta do is light the spark.
I'm excited for this A main, man. There's a lot of big dogs in this that had some bad luck in their prelim nights.
Do we get a fan vote? I want to vote Spangler in. That guy put in a great effort, just came up 1 spot short.
I think he did that on Monday night, too. He ended up getting crashed. Or he probably would already be in a position to be maybe high up in the B main or at the bottom of the already qualified cars for the A main. But he ended up getting into a wreck on Monday
Think about
night.
some of these DOB races, especially these special events, is just survival, man. If you can get through the first 10 or so laps and with a clean car, you'll have a good finish. But you get around some of these guys that can't control their cars and run you over on the exit of the corners for no reason. And when you're running fifth, you end up 17th. It's frustrating. Not
Well, you
speaking
don't want to
from
be one of the
experience or anything.
nuts and be back there with all the squirrels for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so once again, our drivers are taking to the grid for the final time here tonight. So let's take a look at our starting lineup for this one. And it looks like Dean Reynolds and Ryan Avila on the front row. Jesse Dacus and Cody Bodie make up row number 2. Row 3, Kenny Hoffman and Trevor Royer. Row number 4, Ryan Scheidt, Josh Whiteman. Row 5, Tyler Lucy and Trey Schmidt. Brian Strain and Ross Carenta will make up row number 6. Row 7, Joseph Johnson, Jace Shaw, Jason Setzer, Joseph Grandy for row 8. Row 9, Rick Main, Tayton Sander. Row number 10, Yancey Beasley and Weston Newell. Row 11, Brandon Steele, Jeremy Childers, Cannon Posey, and David Allen make up our 24-car field. Oh my. No more transfers. No more could have beens, should have beens, has beens.
No more chances.
Do or die.
Do what?
There's
Do
no
or
more
die right
chances.
here.
Yeah, there's no more chances. This is it. This was your last
This
chance
is-
to lock into tomorrow night's A main, unless you want to run through the soup.
You got 20. If you don't make it in, you got 24 hours to think about your actions
Life
the last
choices.
few days and hope for the best.
24 hours to think about your life choices. I wanted to
Do you
become
really
a
wanna come
sim
back on the F
racer
main?
so bad.
It's a rough life.
It is.
Do race car drivers really think about their life choices as the green flag comes out?
I never did.
We're
We got-
underway.
Oh, man, we got to crash
lap
already.
1, turn 2. How did they
we got-
all survive that nonsense?
Oh, they're still crashing.
Weston Newell also got, I'm not sure what happened, but he got junked there on that first lap on the start.
Big rag on the front stretch.
Yeah,
Now
almost
they're
the
gonna
same
keep 'em
exact
facing
spot
forward.
Weston Newell got caught up in.
Wow.
Everybody keeps going. I have no idea how, but they keep going.
Meanwhile, Ryan Avila said, "See you, boys. I'm out of here."
I think there's about 5 different pronunciations of that last name, and I think all of us have hit it so far.
I went by what his teammates have been calling him because I called him Avila for the longest time, and everybody on his team keeps telling me it's Avila. So that's what I go with. Somebody rolling up the backstretch with a wing off that thing. Front wing, that's Weston Newell.
Yeah, that's Weston Newell. He caught a, I'm not sure if he spun a tires or someone drove through him on a start, but he caught the I'm not sure what you want to call that, like an arm guard there coming off the front stretch. He Chris Lind it.
There's a driver that needed a good night tonight because he's had really bad luck lately. The driver of the 90 car, Trevor Royer. I feel like he should probably have already qualified into this thing, but he had a horrible race last night. It wasn't even his fault.
Yep, nope. That's what I was talking about earlier. He got contact, I think, with Rick Main there in the the heat race, and then the B main. He just nowhere to go, man. And he won the C main from the rear. I think he went 21st to 12th in like 2 laps, the B main, and just had nowhere to go. So yeah, Royer deserves to have a good night here, and so far so good.
And that was Brandon Steele. We saw he got up over the right rear. I think of Weston Newell's car out there in the backstretch, and that's how he ended up in the pits. So he's going to have some work to do tomorrow night for sure. Several cars in the work area right now trying to get their 2 minutes. Sanders,
Got more coming
Beasley, I think Rick Main is in there.
Brandon Steele EOL'd for that one. I believe that is his second of the night, so he's done. Some more cars are pulling in the work area.
Yeah, they are. Weston Newell
Nancy
going to go try to
Beasley.
get a front
Else is in
wing
it?
put
Ross
on.
Corniata.
Carrenta's in there as well. What happened to Carrenta's car?
There's so many 10 cars here. Let me go back and see if I can find it.
Big T, we got to have iRacing. That's the first thing. It behooves you to have a decent set of pedals and a wheel. And then you go find leagues. Once you're on the service, get a little seasoning under your belt, and then you can find your way out to the track with the big boys. There's a lot of leagues around.
What?
If you watch the Dirt Racing
back in
Network at all, you'll see a lot of those leagues on here. Go ahead, Andrew. Sorry I was cutting you off there. But
Yeah, I just went back and watched that Ross. How do you
Correnta.
pronounce his last name? I like the way you
Correnta.
say it.
Yeah, Ross Correnta.
Cornet. Yep. It looked like they were about 3 wide going in the corner, and he got a little bit of a right rear. I don't know that he has that much damage. Maybe he might have towed in the left front, and that's what he's getting fixed, but it shouldn't be anything too major for the 10.
It's a good deal. So, Avila, Hoffman, Royer, Scheidt, Bodie are the top 5 right now. Dean Reynolds started on the pole, and he has fallen back to about 6th.
Yeah, top 3 just shredding the top. I believe Dean Reynolds is one of the only cars on the bottom there, and I just think the Fast Line's around the top right now.
Right until it's not, and you're up against that Armco barrier up there. Do we got lights out on our pace vehicle?
Not yet. We're gonna give everyone
The full 2 minutes.
to get. Yep.
What are we sipping on tonight, Mr. Stolfus? And I'm sorry already that I asked this.
Well, I started with a old fashioned made with Buffalo Trace,
All right.
and then I had a Yingling and a Boulevard Wheat.
PA Posse
And then-
represent on that Yingling.
Good
Yep.
Lord.
Had to. I knew there'd be some posse involved tonight, so had to get some there. And then that was dinner. Got home from dinner, and we're having some water made in the mountains of Bush, and a couple shots of American Honey Sting.
Okay. Oh
Well
man,
hydrated.
it was really hard for me to not say a whole lot right there, but we're keeping it family. So let's get back to green flag racing before we get off the rails again.
Kenny Hoffman to the bottom there. Looks like Vila also, but Royer and Ryan Scheidt are ripping the top.
I'm sure the 2 teammates have the same setup under the car, and they probably need to do that. We got caution again. Who's that for? Tyler Lucy.
Yeah, it looks like they went 3 wide. Jesse Dacus, I think, was in the middle of that. Just
Move to the right. Got a
couple
right
guys
rear on the
running out of
left front.
space.
Yep, and
Yeah.
he pushed the left front about 20 degrees in on Lucy's car. That is not toe. That's clubfoot. That's not a toe in. That's clubfoot.
All right, so do we have another 2-minute break here?
Yeah, we're not halfway.
Every yellow flag from here
Until
till
you reach halfway,
gets-
they get 2 minutes. Once they get past halfway, you get however many laps iRacing allows.
Well, David Allen, Weston Newell, Brandon Steele, they're on pit road. Yancey, Tyler Lucy, Ross Correnta, Joseph Grandy, Rick Main, all those guys taking advantage of that 2 minutes.
Yeah, we had a heat race just sitting in the work zone there. 8 cars.
You got a pretty good heat race sitting in the work zone.
Yeah.
Instead, it's a third of an A main on Hard Knocks night. I'm feeling like we need to run across the street, let these guys hash this all out. We'll just go across the street to Dingus and let's get fired up.
I'm throwing in a few
I agree.
knives. I'm giving some butter knives out, and we're going to see what happens.
Vila so far, I mean, he's shown the way. Haven't had a whole lot of laps under green to see what if Royer or Scheidt can run them down on the top. It seems like every time we kind of get some momentum going, that the caution's back out. Kenny Hoffman, though, he's one of the best guys on the sim. Avila's the same way. Royer and Scheidt. Scheidt won the Cappy, repping the top, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him come forward. Looks like Trevor Roy's checking out the berm down there, see what's going on. He probably won't be down there the whole race, so might as well look at it now.
He's doing an interesting way of checking that out because it looked to me like he was stabbing the brakes and getting the left front to lock up to see if there was any kind of grip at all down there.
He might have a spray bottle in there and just sprayed that left front. Well, simple green or something.
Whew, I hope the admins ain't listening and they don't catch him. Wee! That'd be hard to explain.
It's Hard Knocks. You got to do anything to win.
It's either you're going to transfer to the A or you're going somewhere in the F or E or whatever. So, I mean, I might take a chance too. You never know.
Green flag back out. Hoffman in second, trying to give chase to our race leader. Trevor Royer up on the high side in third. Scheidt following in his tire tracks. So we got 2 on the bottom, 2 on the high side. And Cody Bodie trying to find somewhere in the middle of all that.
The 49 and 39 sticking the bottom pretty good, and the 90 and the 10 following suit on the top. It looks like the 39 and 49 are getting a little bit better runs off the bottom, but you know, in 15 laps we'll see where they're at.
We got a great battle about sixth on back. Jay Schaff was there. He went to the top. The 3 guys on the bottom just kind of rolled right by. I think the bottom's coming in better than the top right now.
Yeah, Cody Bodie's getting underneath Ryan Scheidt here.
Childers just drove it into the back end. Didn't quite catch who he drove it into the backside of, but yeah, man, that was close. Childers was able to hold on to it though, and we got one up and over, big time.
Tayton Sanders.
And that was a single car crash. He was all by himself.
Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, he got buttered.
Oh, climbs a wall too. That's big time air on that one. That Knoxville cushion, it bites back, man. It got him.
And we're still not halfway.
Up the wall.
More drivers coming down pit road to get these race cars worked on. Pit crew's earning their money here tonight, gentlemen.
Ooh. You'll see a lot more of the same, I think, tomorrow night, especially when we get into like the C and on up. You'll probably see a lot more of that.
Sounds like Dean Reynolds and Trey Schmidt, I think is who you said got into each other, maybe?
No. I think it was Childers. Childers was the car that was dead sideways and still got that thing squared away and going. I think he got into either the left or right rear of Dean Reynolds. We had it on the screen right when it happened, and we went towards the front because Bodie was making a run of shite right there. So,
whoever it was, Dean Reynolds is less than impressed with currently. I don't blame him. Getting run over is frustrating.
Yeah, taking them shots from behind is not, especially when you're supposed to protect the bumper in front of you.
Got a minute left here in the work zone, according to Chris Roberts. King Yapper himself.
Was that shade?
No, it's a compliment. I've never seen somebody talk as much as what Chris Robert does. But I mean, the detail that he puts in iRacing and the DOB league is second to none. So I respect it. Give him a lot of I bust his balls a lot for it, but he puts a lot of effort, time, and money, and sacrifices a lot just to run the league, and he doesn't even race in it. So just sit back and watch a bunch of guys race cartoon cars around cartoon tracks. It takes a lot of dedication.
Yes, it does. I applaud him
Weston
for doing it.
Newell back there in like 23rd, but it looks like he's got his car fixed up. He's only one lap down, but at least he has a top wing and a nose wing now. He was running a wing sportsman there for a while.
Couple of cars slow up the inside. Is that David Allen? Yeah, David Allen car very slow on the inside out of turn 4 right there. Everybody going by him.
Yeah, I believe he was out of line. I think he starts 21st. When he came out of the pits, he was up there around the leaders. So he's got to let everyone go around, but slow roll it so it doesn't bring another caution out here when we go back green.
There we go. Looks like he's going to slot in line right in front of Tyler Lucy.
Pace truck is into the infield. Here we go. Green flag back underway. Down to 13 laps to go in this A main.
Everybody's just fighting for every inch they can get. There's about 3 wide back there around 10th.
We got a pass for 4th. Bodie got by on the bottom, put Scheidt right out side the top 5 or top 4.
It's like Schaff and Dean Reynolds got together down in 1 and 2 back further in the field. Jeremy Childers ripping the top. He's one of the only cars in the middle of the pack here to rip the top, and he's starting to pick them off one by one.
Your battle's going to be for the lead right here out of turn number 2. Hoffman put his nose underneath the Villa right there. He's going to do it again in 3 and 4. Oh, caution, all that work. And Avila lost a car off of 4, and he's going to get the spot back.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I mean, yellow flag timing is everything.
Ooh, this wreck
Yes, it
was
is.
a hornet's nest that just turned into a disaster. Yeah, I would imagine that Mr. Hoffman probably seeing a little red right at this moment because he worked and worked and worked to get there, get the pass done, and right when he gets it, the caution, and I don't know if he's going to get to stay at the point.
Caution
I think
looks
Avila
like
will go back
Setzer. Setzer was a caution there. He just got up on the cushion, broke it loose.
by. Collected 2 or 3.
Green, you know
Tyler
where to
Lucy
go.
was one of them. Yeah, Tyler
Yeah.
Lucy got a piece of that as well. So Hoffman's going to have to go back to work again. He needs to tighten the belts and pull the gloves down and get that furrow out of his brow, get up on the wheel, and try to go after Avila. Now that Avila knows what he's going to do, I wouldn't be surprised to see the 49 car maybe change his approach a little bit here. You see where Cody Bodie's made his way up to? He's up to 3rd now. He got around Scheidt and got around Royer.
Yeah, guy we highlighted in the heat race ripping the bottom was Joseph Johnson. He's made his way up to 5th, and he was running there right underneath Royer when Royer was ripping the top, so I don't know what Royer's going to do here, but Joseph Johnson's got a pretty good car on the bottom.
No guaranteed work time. I think we're getting ready to go back to it.
Yeah, we got 10 to go here, so no more guaranteed time in the work zone. It is basically your pace lap and 2 to green.
All right, here we go. Pace truck to the infield. Ryan on the throttle. Kenny Hoffman falling back just a little bit. Looks like he got caught napping there. Gonna have to regain that lost ground. Cody Bodie, Trevor Royer on the high side.
Joseph Johnson,
Third and
he's
fourth.
right underneath him. He's got a good car down there on the bottom. He's had a good car on the bottom all night.
Our biggest mover so far in this race is Childers, up 13 spots from where he started. That green number 11 is working the outside lane. Right there up on the cushion.
Top
We got
four
an
moved to the
example.
bottom.
Yeah, we got 2 examples here. 2 of our biggest movers. One is on the bottom, one is on the high side, and both of them are making good ground.
Royer is committed to the top, and he'll be there probably the rest of the way. If one of these guys makes a mistake on the bottom and Royer can capitalize, he can get an insurance spot here. He's got a good run off the top here.
Yeah. All it's going to take is for them to break their momentum on the bottom by missing it a foot. And as long as he doesn't jump up there and get in the mountains, he'll be okay. Just got to come back to him. He's got to be perfect. And there, a perfect example
He's
of
starting to
not
catch it.
being
I think he's
perfect.
pushing.
Yep.
He's pushing. He's starting to catch that cushion up there. The top 2 are just running away on the bottom right now.
Yeah, the battle will shape up here if it's going to. It needs to right now for those last 2 spots, but I don't think so. Royer jumped all over the cushion. Ryan Scheit's going to work around him.
Yeah, Royer on the top there. I mean, you can get down there and run on the bottom with those guys, but how are you going to pass them? Unless you go
exactly.
right through them. So, you got a Hail Mary on the top, and if there's 2 guys that can do it, Scheit and Royer. So, they got 3 laps to go to do it.
Well, Hoffman still hasn't been able to do anything with Ryan Avila. He is all over that back bumper, just not able to get around him. That yellow flag really did him dirty.
Timing is everything.
I'm impressed with Joseph Johnson, Cody Bodie, 2 good runs, man. Cody Bodie holding up the 3rd and Joseph Johnson 4th. I mean, I don't really know the guy. I haven't seen him in DOB, but if this is his rookie run, this is pretty good performance.
White flag in the air, final time around. Here we
Scheit's
go,
going to get a
down
run
the
in 1 and 2.
back
Scheit's got 4th going into the final corner here.
And Ryan Avila picks up the race win. Kenny Hoffman in second.
Ryan Scheit stole it on the last corner.
Cody Bodie third. Ryan Scheit brings it home in fourth. Johnson, Royer, Schmidt, Childers, Whiteman, and Posey make up your top 10. Go ahead and look at the rest of our results. Ross Carenta in 11th, Rick Main 12th, 13th, Jesse Dacus, Jace Schaff in 14th, 15th, Yancey Beasley, Dean Reynolds in 16th spot, 17th goes to Tyler Lucy, David Allen in 18th, 19th, Brian Strain, Weston Newell, first car 1 lap down, and 20th, Jason Setzer, Joseph Grandy, Tayton Sander, and Brandon Steele, your 24-car field. Gentlemen, that was the Hard Knocks night. Holy cow.
A good racing all night. A lot of guys made mistakes, and others capitalized.
All right, Andrew, you ready for some interviews?
I'll do my best.
All right, well, you get the first one, and that is none other than our race winner.
Ryan, this is Andrew up in a booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey man, I've known you for a little bit. I guess we've raced a lot of leagues together, so it's pretty cool to see you come out here and win. Talk about your race a little bit here. You look like you moved around there, ripping a top at the beginning, had to move down to the bottom, made a mistake there. Talk about it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I got super like unfortunate in the beginning. Just I'm not set up where I want to be, so couldn't run the top, and at the end I was getting pretty tight on the bottom, so not the best setup wise, but kind of my fault. I made the changes that I shouldn't have, but a solid race all around. Just not too proud of myself to be in the hard knocks night, but yeah, so looking to put it in the show now. So
Yeah, you locked it into the A main tomorrow night. I mean, what were you thinking there? It looked like you made a mistake up on the top. Kenny got around you on the bottom, and then caution comes out. Were you thinking they gotta head down to the bottom, or what was the thought process on that restart?
well, I had tried the bottom and I was getting super tight, so I moved my wing forward and I would get caught up in the slick and had let him by. So went to the top in 3 and 4, see if I can get a run, and there was just nothing where I wanted to run. So got super unlucky and my right front caught in the curb, so it started like bouncing and got super lucky with a caution to come out right when he passed me. But yeah, the bottom was just, I think it just had too much grip to where I couldn't run it. But yeah, all over. A good night.
Hey, yeah, you end up on the first position. I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, is there anybody you want to thank here?
I gotta thank all you guys for putting on the broadcasts. I know that was like a quick thing to put up. Obviously Chris with the league, having all of us guys run it, over 100 entries, which is sick. I gotta thank Blake Carrick, Tanner Pettit Racing, Jimmy P Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Aces Up Sim Sports, CD Simtography, Trackside Collective, Blake Carrick Racing, Ethan Johnson at the Late Models helping us out on that side, and just yeah, all over a good night, and hopefully we can make some good progress in 50 laps.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be all right if you run like that tomorrow night. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, Ryan. One of our transfers from the Hard Knocks night. Now we move on to Kenny Hoffman. Mr. Hoffman, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, how you doing? A great run there, bringing it home in second place here on Hard Knocks, transferring into the A main tomorrow night.
Yeah, doing well, thanks. I definitely good to bounce back after our prelim effort. Just wasn't able to qualify well, and it just kind of screwed us the whole night. So yeah, to just put a full night together. I mean, we still didn't really qualify that great, but for going out, almost dead last there, it wasn't terrible. So just lucky to go 5-1 in the heat race, and just put me in a good spot for the feature.
Well, we saw you in that heat race go 5-1, work the bottom side, and then in the A main, still kind of really committed to the bottom lane. What were you seeing out there that let you know it was time for that bottom lane to shine?
It's just something that me and Knoxville and the inside just kind of click really well. It's something that I've just learned to run really consistently. Ran in the pro race, was battling for a podium there, just running the bottom, and it's just something that I just can keep control of the car and just like I said, run consistently, because that's what puts you up front, and bigger races is just being consistent. So yeah.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add for the second place finish tonight?
Just shout out to Chris for putting the event on, and thanks for broadcasting this event. It's nice talking to you again.
You betcha, man. Nice job bringing it home in second place. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Yep, thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher. Roger, you ready for third?
We got to do third and fourth, but I will grab Mr. Bodie. Cody Bodie, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hard fought to get to third place tonight. Tell us a little bit about the feature, and are you excited to be locked in for tomorrow night and not have to go through all that soup?
Oh, I'm so relieved that I don't have to go through that soup. I get to sit and watch a lot of good racing tomorrow night, hopefully. As soon as I joined into Discord tonight, everybody's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here." And I'm like, "I'm gonna lock in tonight, boys. Just watch." And we parked it, so we locked in. We're good. Yeah, the track was it was super technical. It turned out exactly how we thought it was going to be. So the car came to us a little rough on the start, but yeah, we managed to, traffic wasn't right in front of us, so we were able to just move right around him and put ourselves in a transfer.
Well, you got locked in on the bottom, and you had Ryan Scheit and Trevor Royer up on the top, and those guys are always tough customers. But it looked like the bottom, it was just you had to be about as perfect there as you did on the top. How are you able to manage that, knowing you're running some of the toughest guys at the front?
Honestly, I was just kind of hoping that they would mess up enough that it would just work, that I could get around them on the bottom. But they were tough. They ran really good lines up top. Even when I ran up top right behind them, they were pulling me, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't run up here with them. I gotta do something else. So I had to run down to the bottom. And once I got it figured out on the bottom, then I was like, all right, I got this, and just kind of got a rhythm. Once we got those green flag laps in, got my rhythm, got around them, and it was good from there.
Well, awesome run, man. Some shout outs and thank yous, and we'll let you go start getting ready for the big show tomorrow night.
Yeah, I got to thank Aiden and rtbsimracing.com. They really got me digging this week, and pretty much every week on the officials, they definitely got me digging. I also got to thank Metcalf Cinematography for doing all my pictures. He does great, awesome, wonderful, beautiful pictures. And Bay Smokes, Rogue Energy, go check them all out.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do in the feature tomorrow night.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Cody Bodie finished in third. All right. Who's going to grab Mr. Ryan Scheit and talk to him about locking in tonight?
Chris Roberts.
He's the only guy that hasn't done an interview yet, so yeah, why not?
Now,
Ryan.
Why not?
Yeah, there you go. Rip it.
All right, Ryan. Well, congrats on making the show for tomorrow. I mean, you showed us how it was done Sunday night and had a rough little prelim, but well, I don't know about rough. I mean, you were 13th in the B for tomorrow, but you done got her locked in. How's that feel?
Pretty good for sure, considering pretty rough start to that feature there. Ended up with damage and was not thinking I'd actually be able to compete, but thankfully the damage didn't slow my speed down. It just affected how it drove. So I had to switch my thumbs around on the spokes in the wheel so I could drive it straight.
Nice. I was watching you guys from my overview shot from up in the tower there, and I saw you and Royer kind of the last two run to the top. Looked like, the top four, they were all running the bottom and pulling away from you guys, and then all of a sudden coming across the line, I saw you got that fourth spot. So I saw you get by Royer, but how'd you end up getting that final transfer spot?
Well, it took so many laps to figure out how the nose was going to point, running the cushion and finding like the fine line with how far back I needed my wing. Once I kind of figured out how different the car was going to react based off what I was expecting without damage. So I just didn't let off the last couple laps and thankfully got it done.
Cool deal. So rolling off 24th tomorrow night, you think you can do what you did on Sunday?
If I can stay out of trouble, I don't know if I could compete for a win, but I'll definitely be up there close.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the support. These guys always say, you got any people to thank and whatnot before we let you go?
Yeah, absolutely. All the guys at BDM, Tim Nichols with Tim Sims, Ross at Velocity Designs, Nate at Totally Tinted, Zach at Rounds, Wraps, and Tents, KR and Roger for broadcasting, and you for putting this stuff on.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Yep, thanks.
All right, gentlemen, there we go. That about wraps it up. So, Roger, Andrew, what do y'all think about tonight?
I came in late. I didn't get to see a lot of the heat racing, but what I did see, it looks like the intensity's ratcheting up. That's just going to continue through tomorrow night. When you start with that E-main, the guys know if you don't get a transfer spot, you're done for another year. So I think that intensity will just get higher and higher and higher, and some guys are going to risk it for the biscuit. We talk about the risk reward, all those things. I think you're going to see a lot of that tomorrow night. I'd be interested to see who comes out and transfers in from all the soup, and then who can go on to victory, because you're going to have 24 of the best guys, period, in there trying to win this Knoxville Nationals.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The higher in the mains you get, the more intense it's going to be. Guys are going to make more mistakes trying to run and get those last transfer spots. And if the guys that can make it in do make it in, you got 225 lap A main, so essentially that's changing your right rear, and you got a whole second feature to go. So if you can make up spots in that first 25, you might be good to go for the second, right, Chris? Or is it 50 straight?
No, it's the standard 225. We did that 50 straight the 1 year, and it was not the best format to use.
Yeah.
So went back with the twin 25s, and I mean, Landon up front, he's going to be hard to beat. Nygaard looked fast the other night, but I mean, go back and look at last year. Gunnar Harris come from mid-pack, kept his nose clean, got to the front there in that first half of the race, and then ended up winning the thing in the second half. So just because you're not up front don't mean you can't win tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you start back there. Even the guys that qualified tonight, Scheidt is really fast, and he'll make it happen. Avila, Hoffman, all those guys are going to make their way up through the field and be probably in the top 10 for the back half of those 25. And you can win it from anywhere because you have that reset at the halfway point. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can get myself in and see what I can do. But if not, then I'll watch, I guess.
Well, all right, gentlemen. I guess that'll do it for us here tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Roger, this is your show. I'll let you sign us out.
I'm on your channel, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to thank everybody in Fanland for coming in. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. With all the great leads, getting us fantastic racing like we saw again here tonight. We'll see tomorrow night as well. There's nothing for us to cover. High fives and pats on the back all the way around. Till we see you the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down for